And Jean successfully interrogated this alien creature that said that it is a scavenger, more or less. It goes wherever the violence is going to be. It has a good foresight for these kinds of things. And it is slowly building up power to the point that one day it will rise and consume everything in Junction City. Hundreds, maybe thousands of mortals. It is developing quite an appetite. Jean tried to get a read just from looking into this thing's eyes, how far along this process it was, or if it was just bluff. Well, Jean worked out that while it was not imminent, it was neither just starting. So it seems that little Chocotil's intent is true, at which point it departed. Meanwhile, Simon McDaniel, our outcast from the Keepers of the Broken Vine, decided he wanted to get out of the dressing room, get some fresh air, where Forrester, Jean Taber's camera operator, offered him a hit on a blunt, at which point Masmark's agent came storming up to him, addressing him as if he was the bodyguard for Antonio Bellegarde, because Simon McDaniel, our outcast, is a pretty large figure, and basically said, this was not part of the contract. It was supposed to be a friendly bout. It was a pre-arranged match with a pre-arranged result, like a wrestling fixture, not a boxing match. And now my client almost certainly has brain damage, as he has been whisked off to hospital. He may even die. Our client is worth tens of millions of dollars, maybe $100 million. How much is Antonio Bellegarde worth? Well, Simon McDaniel wouldn't allow the agent into the dressing room, which was probably just as well, given that Antonio Bellegarde wasn't wearing his best face in there. He was a lot of crumbled ash and remains. Instead, Simon intimidated him, scared him off, something horrific, indeed, inflicting the unlucky status effects on him, as he managed to achieve a wicked success on his role, and so he crashed into a framed poster, glass in his hair, frame wrapped around him. He staggered down the corridor and ended up taking off into full flight, tearing away.